Howdy all Molex Lives. I think it's time to play a little better than wolves. Alright. I'm gonna need more torches. Ooh. I'm gonna need more sticks. That's not where I keep sticks. Sticks. These can be sticks. Ooh, this pickaxe is in the red. I know it's not quite there yet, but feel like I might as well just make a new one rather than head back up here that quickly. Alright. Probably should take some more food with me too. I gotta go back and, do more diamond hunting. That is what I am locked into. Oh, this is not where I keep my... Ooh, nice. Double enchant. I think that's the first one on this playthrough. Like I've ever had a playthrough. My first one on this world. Let's put it that way. Do I have more sandwiches? Nope. You know what? I might as well take a couple stacks here. It'll be fine. I rearranged my food a little bit. Things were getting too stacked up in there, so I added a new chest through my old my cooked food in a separate chest. I know I had a chest for food, but then I decided that was going to be my chest for food ingredients. And so it'd be better if I had a new chest to slap my food into. Alright, let's see. How you doing? Alright, you're pretty clean at the moment. Do I want to go cut down some more trenches? Or do I want to go exploring again? I feel like I'm gonna go cut down some more trenches. We'll see if I come up with a new place to explore. Although I won't, right? Because I'll just keep running in the same spot. So I don't know how that'll work, but oh, looks like I didn't finish digging out this way. Should grab this coal, honestly. Oh, I don't even think I had another stack of coal in there, so I should definitely of another coal. So I should definitely get some regular coal to feed into the machine. Get ground down. That'd be the plan. I still super busy with work. I between work and then was it Friday? Friday my internet went out and it was out for like an hour. But it was out at like the exact hour I needed to do things, and so I couldn't get things done in regards to recording and whatnot last week. Uh which really sucked. And so here we are. I've luckily I got the faster internet now, so should be able to record this and render this and get it out today. It's supposed to go out. I've been a real slacker lately. I feel like I used to be much better at getting out a video every day, and now I'm like, I'm busy. I'm busy today. I'm just not gonna bother. I don't feel like putting anything out over the weekend ever. It seems like I got that habit. It's a bad habit. Let's pretend it was a mini vacation, right? In this game here, man, I just need diamonds. I need a ton of them. Do I have like now 18 diamonds, I think? I say that, but I don't know if that's true. I have five. I have five in the crucible. I bet I don't. I bet I've got like 13 diamonds. Oop, oop, oop. No. Really? Why can't I place a block down there, man? Alright, you gotta watch out. There's lava over here. Yeah, look at it. Filthy lava. Filthy lava. Making it so I can't explore easy. Okay, we'll dig out around you and see what you got going. It's very pleasantly surprised. I finally called the lawnmower place to get my lawnmower in. I don't have any of the tools to work on my lawnmower. I don't have them. I don't want to get them. I don't want to get something that'll lift my lawnmower up. I don't want to detach my lawnmower stuff. I don't want to, I don't want to do any of that stuff. I will pay someone to change my oil, okay? And so, it's not quite time to mow lawn, but it's pretty close. And so I wanted to get my lawnmower in to get the oil changed and everything. And usually I call them guys, and I hate this. I really, really hate calling people who deal with the mechanical things because they're always really rude for some reason. I don't know why they think they gotta be so rude, but they always seem to be. And like like here's an example. I'm like I'll give you three examples of what it's like for me to call the people that do things like this. So I called because my well quit working. I live in a rural area. We have our own well to pump water. And now I'm not saying I get out there and you know lift the lever up and down to get my water. It's not like that. It's you got your well pump connects to your house electricity, right? That's where your water comes from. So it quit working, and so given how it quit working, uh, I googled it because Google, and so we call the guy, and he shows up with a whole crew, and this is a lot of work to I have nothing against the how hard a work it is or anything like that. I get it, man. I get it. You know, I grew up on a farm. I'm quite aware of how hard manual labor can be. Okay. Uh, and so I say he wants to know how the water quit. And so I told him, basically it just stopped. And given that we didn't have any spurts of because I have on the farm our well went dry as they call it, and so it started producing muddy water, and we had to get the well guy out there, different well guy, to dig it deeper, and so we didn't have anything like that here. It just stopped. And so he was like, "Oh, well, your well went dry." And I'm like, "Okay, maybe." But from what I can tell, I think what actually may have happened was it seems like a valve maybe went out. There's a valve at the bottom of the pipe that goes down into the ground, and that valve can go bad. And when that valve goes bad, your water just stops. And I'm like, it seemed to me more like that as a symptom, and I gave him the symptoms we had. Than we never had. We never had. Sometimes when your well's going dry, you get like air pockets in the lines. We didn't have any of that. We didn't have any muddy water or anything like that. It just suddenly stopped. And well, no, he says there's that's not likely. Um, I'm like, okay, well, I mean that's just. He's like, well, either way, we're gonna have to pull the whole thing out, and then we'll be able to look at it and then we'll know. I'm like, yep, you do what you gotta do, man. Uh, and so then I'm back out there, just curious, and I maybe went out to get the mail or something while they were out there working. And same guy who's talking to me, he's not even the boss. I don't even know what he does, like, because the boss was there, and this guy's just standing over there talking to me. And I'm like, I don't know why he's not working, just standing around. And so they didn't even pull the well out. They sent for the drilling truck before they even checked the well. So then the drilling truck got there, and then they used the other truck that was already there to pull the well up. Because it's not big. It's like 120 feet into the ground or something like that. So there's a lot of pipe you have to pull out, and so they're pulling all that out, right? And and he goes, "So what do you do?" And I'm like, "Oh, well, I work from home, and I do data analyst stuff." And he goes, "Oh, it's people like me that keep people like you in your air conditioned offices." Okay, and uh, why would you even make that comment? I don't know. And then, yeah, you know what? They pull up the well, and what did it turn out to be? That valve had gone bad, so they had to replace that valve, and then they put my well back in the ground where it belonged. And that guy was really rude to me. Uh, After that comment, which I thought was rude, he continued to be rude, especially after it turned out to be the thing that I said it was. Uh, and then, we'll get to the lawnmower stuff, but the I've got a sump pump here in the basement. Otherwise, the basement will flood, and so it stopped working one day, and I'm very, very conscious because sump pumps don't. Sump pumps are super important, and parts of them go bad way easier than you think they would. And so there's a valve thing on them. Well, basically it's a water pump that sits in a hole in your basement, and and so when the hole fills up with water, there's like oh man, it's a switch. It's like the thing in your toilet, right? You got the bobber in your toilet, and when you flush your toilet, then the bobber makes the water turn off once the tank is full. So this is the opposite of that. So when the bobber gets to the top, then the pump turns on, and and then when it gets to the bottom, the pump turns back off. That thing right there goes bad. I have replaced that thing 4 or 5 times in the last, maybe not 5 times. Let's say, let's say 4 times in the last 13 years I've lived here. Because apparently, they go bad every 3 to 4 years. All they are is a switch. All this floats up and down. I don't know, man. You'd think it'd last longer. Light switches don't go out. I don't understand what the problem is. And I mean, light switches do go out, but how many times have I had to replace a light switch in my life? Right? Very, very, almost never. Um, in fact, I'm struggling to remember any time I ever had to replace a light switch. I've replaced plugs. I have replaced light switches, but I replaced them with like smart switches because it's pretty cool to be able to tell your lights to turn off with your voice instead of having to get the get out of bed to go to the light switch that's all the way across the room. I love being able to tell my bedroom light to turn on and off from bed. Uh, and anyways, so uh, I'm on the phone with the guy, and I'm like, oh man, this is like the crock is over full. The water is rising. My pump is out. It's kind of an emergency, and he's like, well, I got people on the schedule already for tomorrow, but I could probably get out there the next day. I'm like, I don't want my basement to flood. Uh, is there like, can I pay you extra for an emergency thing? He's like, well, I don't really do an emergency thing. He's like, you can always like get a hold of somebody else if it's that big of a deal. I'm like, oh well, who else is there? Because you're the guy that's on the list for this kind of thing at my house. And he's like, well, I don't know that there really is anybody else in this area that works with this kind of stuff. And I'm like, well, do you know where I could just buy one? Because it's not like a thing that you just buy to have it there. Like you can order them, but I don't need it ordered to come in 3 days. I need it now. And he's like, well, I don't really know who you could get one from. I'm really the only one that has this kind of thing, and like I said, I can come out not tomorrow, but maybe the day after. And I'm like, oh my. And so then and then they're really rude when they show up, and I don't feel like I'm being rude to them. And then it drives me a little crazy. The dude, like, there's a thing in there for a backup sump, right? So I've had 2 of those in there, and the problem is that they go bad just sitting there doing nothing, and so then when I need them to work, they don't work. So I mean, it's happened to me twice now. The first one, first one had an alarm on it that just started going off for no reason and wouldn't stop. And the second one, I don't know that it ever worked. And then he tore all the pipes out for it and didn't put them back. And just left the stuff. And I'm just like, man, I tell you what, being the only guy in the area who covers this kind of stuff, and he really is, has made you into a terrible person. Um, you know, luckily both of those guys are really old, and so maybe they'll be retired next time I have to call in. I know it happened for my furnace. The furnace guys are way better. The furnace guys are fairly excellent at their customer service. Not the lady who answers the phone, but the rest of them are very good. Because that's a different company than my plumbing company or my well company. Ooh, diamonds, nice. So then the lawnmower guys, okay. So lawnmower guys is the store where I bought my lawnmower, and it's not just a lawnmower store. They sell tractors. Like, it's a big company. They own like multiple dealerships for tractors in the area and lawnmowers. And so every time I call these guys up, not this year, but every time I call these guys up, they make such a big hassle. They're like, "Ugh, you need your lawnmower in? We're like really busy at the moment." I'm like, "Well, I mean, I just want to put it on the schedule. I just I just want to get my lawnmower in to get it ready for spring. Um, what do you need done to it?" I'm like, "Well, I need like the oil changed and the blades sharpened and the tires greased, whatever you gotta do to get it ready, man. I don't know exactly what you gotta do." That's why I call. Well, I mean, we're super busy at the moment. I'm like, well, it doesn't have to be this week. It can be next week or the week after or whatever. I could probably get it in tomorrow. Okay, well, then you're not that busy. If you can get it in tomorrow when I'm telling you I don't need it done right now, then you're not that busy, are you? I suppose you're going to need us to come pick it up. Yes, because I don't have any way to get it over there. I mean, we'd have to send like a driver out. Yeah, I would assume so if that's involved in picking it up. Well, there's going to be an extra charge for pickup. Yep, I'm well aware you're going to charge me to pick up my lawnmower. I get it, man. I know, I understand all these things. I'm not confused. I I don't know why you're being such a hassle about this. I just want you to come get my lawnmower, do the service on it, because it's due for a service, and then bring it back to me when you're done working on it. Same way when I take my car out to the mechanic and I drop it off at the mechanic's house. Well, not his house, but his his garage. I guess his house is next to his garage, so um, he doesn't give me a hassle for taking my car out there and then waiting for him to do the work on it and get it back to me. I don't know why the lawnmower guys are such a hassle, and so I'm just like dreading this call because I hate dealing with this kind of stuff. And you know what? It was actually I talked to a younger guy this time, and he was just like, "Yep, what's your name?" I gave him my name. And he's like, "Oh, yep, you got an E170." I'm like, "Yep, that's the kind of lawnmower I got." And he's like, "All right, you need to do the spring fall prep." I'm like, "Yep." He's like, "All right, just the regular stuff." I'm like, "Yep, just the oil, change the oil, grease it up, whatever you gotta do, check the blades, that kind of stuff." And he's like, "All right, need us to pick it up?" Like, "Yep." He's like, "All right, I'll have a guy there in the morning." I'm like, "What? Like, you're not gonna argue with me about taking my business? Wow, this is like a whole new experience for me with this company." Uh, yes, it's a John Deere, if you're wondering. It was basically basically the guy who mowed the lawn here moved out. Oh, I found more diamonds. Amazing. I guess it's a good thing I read online that they're down deeper than I've been looking. No wonder I can't ever find. Oh, I found a diamond. Well, that's weak. Okay, I was gonna say there's probably another one hiding down here somewhere. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know why they always gotta be. Ooh, nice. Guys hiding any more diamonds? I feel like that's probably it. Always got to be like that. I just don't understand. I was in the customer facing industry at one point. You know, I was a college professor for years. Uh, and you know, I didn't treat people like that. I didn't go, "Ugh, you want me to teach a class? Are you kidding me? Ugh, you want me to answer questions about the subject material that I'm teaching? Ugh." Okay, I might have went, "Ugh, I have to grade homework." I I definitely went, "Ugh, you want me to attend faculty meetings? Ugh. Nobody wants to do that." Yeah, so it was nice to just have him go, "Yeah, yeah, yeah. I see. This is what you normally get. Is this what you still need?" Yep. All right, we'll do it. All right. I see that next week is like cold again. So I really am not at the point where I need my lawnmower ready to go. What do I do here? Why am I up taller than the other section? It was a lava thing, right? Yeah. It was a lava thing. Okay. I am going to steer my way up here because I'm tired of going around. In fact, you know what? I'm going to dig this guy out here. I'm going to do that because I'm tired of jumping up there. And I'm going to dig this guy out here. Ooh, metal. Metal. Alright. I'll get back and check how many diamonds I have total now before we end the episode. Yeah, it's really crazy calling the furnace place because the all the guys who come out and work on it are so nice. But the lady at the counter is just oh no, look at I did have 18. And now I've got 27. No, that's not right. 24. Ooh, that I'm 6 away from a full suit of armor. Nice. Probably want to get a few more though. Alright, with that, I am going to call it a day. So, for the small things, lean to the light. I will talk to you later.